Hi and welcome to the 12th stage of this year's Tour de France. Today we hit the first out of 3 days in the Pyrenees. And today's race goes from Cognac to Luz-Ardiden. We will be over 2 out of categorized climbs, the first one up to Col du Tourmalet and the final one up to Luz-Ardiden. It's going to be hell for the riders because the final climb up to Luz-Ardiden is 13.3 kilometers long with an average slope of 7.4%. My name is Dick Anderson, and as always, by my side, our expert commentator, Jim Jones. And as always, we start our broadcast off with some recap footage, and it was a huge group that broke away from the peloton earlier today. In that group was Nicky Sørensen from Saxo Bank, Rui Costa from Movistar, Julian Alvarez from Cofidis, Pierre Rollat from Europcar, Jeremy Roy, Bichot from Français Deschaux, Vanotti, Koren, Congo, all 3 riders from Liquigas, Eddie Angles from Quickstep, Pavel Brut from Katusha and Vestra from Vacan Soleil. And on the first climb of the day up to La Horquette d'Anzizian, it was David Moncoutier and Roman Kreuziger who broke away from the peloton. They started chasing the first group up front. Over the first climb of the day, it was Nicky Sørensen from Saxo Bank who captured 10 points. Behind him came Pierre Rollat who captured 8 points, Eddie Angles from Quickstep who captured 6 points, and Rui Costa from Movistar who captured 4 points. Now it's time to end our recap footage and tune in live on PCM Norway Productions coverage of this year's Tour de France, brought to you by Dick Henderson and Jim Jones. Hi and welcome back. We are now live on the 12th stage up to Luz-Ardiden. You just saw Roman Kreuziger from Astana getting 20 points and was the first to pass the Col du Tourmalet. David Moncoutier has fell off a little bit. It's starting to split up to Col du Tourmalet, and he got 16 points trying to fight for the King of the Mountain jersey. Jim, peloton almost over 9 minutes behind. I got 2 questions for you now. David Moncoutier or Roman Kreuziger, could either one of them win the King of the Mountain jersey? We covered David Moncoutier yesterday, but just your thoughts on that. And of course, Kreuziger, could he win this?
Well, I think he's going to win the stage. He's got a really good gap and he's been looking pretty good all day. I don't think he's going to be the person to ride for the King of the Mountain jersey, because if he can keep a big gap until the finish line, he's going to be very close to the top 10 or top 5 in the general classification. And then I can't see anyone letting Kreuziger go on the next stages to come.
Yeah, that's a good point, as David Moncoutier is already over 2 minutes behind, so his day is over maybe. And Rabobank and Leopard Trek pulling at the front of the peloton, 7 minutes 47 seconds, that's too far behind. Rabobank was pulling at the front earlier, and maybe they were defending the youth jersey for Robert Rethink.
Yeah, because this is the first mountain stage. They don't know how strong the other riders are, and Roman Kreuziger, he lost time because of that ugly crash on the earlier stages of this year's tour. So they don't know how strong he is, and it seems like he's in a good shape. So I think they're fearing him a bit now.
Yeah, they are, and he's now starting to climb up to Luz-Ardiden, 13.3 kilometers with an average slope of almost 7%. Jim, it's not possible he's going to crack now, is it?
He might crack, but he's not going to lose the gap down to the peloton or to Moncoutier. He's definitely going to win the stage. But I'm curious about how much he's going to win, because he might end up in...
well, maybe not yellow.
Maybe not yellow, but he will definitely, after this stage, be up there and fighting for the third spot maybe on the podium.
Yeah, and he will most definitely, if we win this stage, suit up in the King of the Mountain jersey tomorrow. With 60 points, I think David Moncoutier got an overall of 32 points. As we can see, the peloton are now hitting this stage. excuse me, the elevation up to Luz-Ardiden, 13.3 kilometers, and it's Leopard track and Rabobank at the front. It's Montfort from Leopard, and now it's Luis Leon Sanchez from Rabobank pulling at the front. We could also see Rain Terame there, Jim. He's been anonymous, and he's also been kind of the guy everybody's hoping to be the next big thing in the cycling world.
Well, I don't think you should. Well, it's too early to include Rain Terame for the top spots in the general classification. He lacks a bit of what can say time trial skills.
Yeah,
but he's getting better and better in the mountains. So let's hope he will be a rider for the future.
Yeah, we can just have our fingers crossed, really. And now Nicky Sørens and Pierre Roland is caught by the peloton. And here you can see on the screen Roman Kreuziger got a big gap down to David Moukoutier, and he is not even close going to suit up with the yellow jersey tomorrow. The gap is too small.
Well, we can see that the pace is picking up now, and all the GC contenders are at the front now. I think they're going to attack soon, Dick.
Well, yeah, I hope so, at least for the entertainment's sake. And the peloton are getting slimmer and slimmer by every turn of the pedal. Jim, is this going to be one of those touch and feel type of stages where the group just gets smaller by people falling off the back and nobody attacking at the front? Or do you think that maybe we will hopefully see some attacks?
Well, if we see an attack, it will be for a rider that's maybe not going for the GC, maybe more like...
Yeah, but Jim, it looks like it's splitting up over at the front now. Jakob Fuglesang, it looks like, is having a high pace, and Andy Schleck is there. Terame, Luis Leon Sanchez, Fuglesang, and Nicholas Roach are attacking at the front of the peloton, Jim. We are getting that action we wanted. Nicholas Roach, he came out of the blue as Andy Schleck is closing the gap, but it also looks like Kel Evans got contact there, and Robert Rethink is always there. And we are getting the action. It's forming a little favorite group right now.
Yeah, and Rain Terame dropped. He couldn't keep the pace for long. And Kel Evans got up there, and Robert Rethink, he will definitely fight for this white jersey. It's his last year to get the jersey.
So we got some action, everybody. Listen up. Contador is not there. Ivan Basso is not there. Jürgen van den Broek is not there. And surprisingly enough, Frank Schleck is not even there. He hasn't been pulling at the front, as we can see David Moukoutier getting caught.
And we couldn't see Chris Horner either. He's second in the overall rankings.
Yeah, 38 seconds behind Andy Schleck. Yeah, that's too bad for Radio Shack, but they can always get the team classification as Roman Kreuziger gets his victory up to Luz-Ardiden.
His first ever stage win in the Tour de France.
Yes, it is, and he will also suit up with the King of the Mountain jersey tomorrow. And the favorite group are reaching the final kilometer now. Andy Schleck is starting a little bit of an attack on the right-hand side. Kel Evans unable to close the gap. Samuel Sanchez is also unable to close the gap. And it looks like Contador has made his way up to that group, but it's going to be Andy Schleck who takes the win, I can say, from the favorite group. And it also looked like he got a small gap down to the other favorites. But Jim, Ivan Basso wasn't there. That's sad for him, and also Jürgen van den Broek not in the first group there.
Oh, Frank Schleck, but as I said, I think he's going to be more like a teammate for Andy Schleck. But it was interesting to see that Vinokurov.
Yeah, he was gone as well. Yeah.
No, he wasn't gone. He was gone, but he was in the second group just behind Kel Evans.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that missed my eye. Good eye, Jim. Good eye. And Kreuziger, good. Chapeau to him.
Chapeau
to him. And Andy Schleck keeps his yellow jersey. Now Roman Kreuziger has made a presence and is now in it after the unfortunate happenings earlier this Tour de France. Adel Boastonhagen keeps his green jersey. Now Roman Kreuziger suits up with the King of the Mountain jersey, and Rethink keeps the white jersey. So that was all we had for you today from PCM Norway Productions. Hope that you tune back in tomorrow. On behalf of Jim Jones and Dick Henderson, arrivederci.